she called me 2 days ago and she was like, hey, so I have some bad news. And I'm like, oh God, I'm about to die. Why me? Why me? Yeah, I swear I can't win. I got some sad news. Not really sad, I guess. I guess first I'll start by saying I'm okay, everything's okay, but I guess it's more so annoying news. But before we hop into it, my name's Kyle, aka Prince Kyle, don't forget it, and I have an Instagram as well as a TikTok where I share my female to male transition, as well as give tips to anybody that wants to hear about it. Most of you probably saw, if not, go back and watch the video where I went to the gynecologist and I filmed like my experience. If you haven't seen that, go watch that first and then this will make more sense. But for those of you who did see that one, yeah, about that. So I've only gone to the gynecologist like 5 times in my life. I started going at like 21, 22, kind of late, but it was because I was trying to find comfort within myself to go, because as a trans man, it's not number one on our bucket list. So I didn't start going until I was about 21 or 22, I don't remember exactly. And the first time I went, my results came back that I had some irregular cells. Nothing crazy, but enough to where they needed to monitor it, and I had to go to the gynecologist more often than the average person who is deemed healthy, I guess. Like their results can come back fine. So since I had irregular cells, I was supposed to go once a year instead of once every 3 or 5 years or something like that. So every year I've been going, and what happens is you're supposed to go 3 times in a row for 3 years, and all 3 of those tests after that first one where they diagnosed you for having irregular cells, the next 3 times you go, they have to come back negative. And if they come back negative, then you go back to only having to go every 3 to 5 years. But if they don't, then you have to have further testing done, and I don't really know what happens from there because I didn't get that far. So this was going to be the one where I saw if I had 3 consecutive negatives, and dang, I'm like losing my train of thought because I'm like still in shock that like this happened. But pretty much this was supposed to be the one to tell me if I could go back to going every 3 to 5 years. And I got a phone call about it, and it's crazy too because when I went there, she was like, yeah, like everything looks fine, I'll probably give you a call and you'll be good to go. And I was like, great, don't gotta go for another 3 to 5 years, like I really don't like doing this. And she called me 2 days ago and she was like, hey, so I have some bad news. And I'm like, oh God, I'm about to die. Like, just say it. Like, stop doing the cliffhangers, stop answering the phone and saying, so I have bad news. Nobody wants to hear a phone call that says, so I have bad news. Just tell me what the news is as soon as you hear me say hello, pretty much. So she was like, yeah, I have some bad news. And I was like, okay. And she was like, well, your test results came back from your pap smear and they're inconclusive. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? I need more context. And she was like, it pretty much means that we could not read them. Like, it wasn't a good enough sample. She was like, it typically happens to transgender men because of the testosterone that we are taking. It can make our testing kind of difficult for multiple reasons. One, because it's hard to, this may be a little TMI, but it can be a little difficult just for them to get a sample because of how dry the insides have become from the testosterone, because a naturally born cisgender female is a lot more lubricated inside than a transgender man who is on testosterone. So it is already difficult putting those instruments inside if us as trans men are not used to things being in there to begin with. So that was probably why it was kind of difficult. So pretty much the bad news is I have to redo that test all over again. Now, I know I hyped you guys up telling you that, like, it really wasn't that bad of an experience. It really wasn't, but it's another thing when you have to do it all over again. Like, I had to mentally prepare myself to do it the first time, and now knowing that I have to go back, like, next week, it's like nobody wants to have to repeat something that they already did once. Like, I thought I was in the clear, I thought I was good, but that test didn't even work. So it's pretty much, I pretty much went for no reason. They just got to do what they did for fun. So that's why I see it as like bad news. Again, I'm okay, I'm safe. Don't worry about that. And hopefully they do get a better sample this time. Like she said, literally just come in and it'll take like 10 minutes because all we have to do is just do the test and then you're good to go. I just wanted to make a quick video updating you guys because I let you guys into that part of my life for a reason. So I obviously wanted to let you know what the doctor said, and that's where we're at right now. So I'll have to update you guys again when they do the test for a second time, and hopefully everything goes well. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. We just hit 18,000 subscribers this morning, so thank you so much for everybody who's been a loyal follower and who's been active in my comments and just hyping me up and making this channel worth it for me. I really do appreciate it, and it does not go unnoticed. We are 2,000 subscribers away from 20,000, which is crazy. I did not think it would happen that quickly, but it did, and hopefully we can do that by the end of August. That'd be an awesome birthday present for me because my birthday is on August 8th. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.